What's up, everyone, and happy Monday. I am actually leaning towards the end of my Monday because this video is coming out later than I expected, but I feel like I still have a lot to do. I really need to do laundry, get some parts of my house together. I'm about to go work out here in a little bit, but I'm so tired. Like, I feel like this weekend I really didn't have much to do, but I felt like I did a lot. So looking forward to sleeping tonight. Needless to say, this video today is not going to be too long because actually this week we are at the last week of our goal focus for the month. So this week is kind of going to be a breeze. The things that we're going to talk about aren't going to be so much as heavy hitters, but we're still going to, of course, jam pack some nuggets in there so that we can get all that God wants us to receive, honestly, because that's the main point, right? But yeah, let's get right into today's video. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. This week, we are talking about enjoying our fruit. So today, what I want to do is take some time to recap for those who may not have been with us the entire month, or for those who haven't been with us the entire month and didn't take the time to go back and look at the videos from the month. I'll take some time to recap and then pretty much talk about everything that has led up to enjoying your fruit or the enjoyment process. So this month our goal focus was to be fruitful, and being fruitful, honestly, to understand what it is to be fruitful, you really have to take a look at a lot of different factors. But being fruitful just means that you are productive or you're fertile. And of course you could take that physically, especially if you are a woman, where a lot of times when you're thinking of fertility, you're thinking of, in the terms of an actual birth, like whether I'm birthing children. However, you can be fruitful and fertile and productive in other different areas too. So you really just have to look at the things that you're producing. And I loved looking at this because, had you asked me in, months prior to this month, I would have automatically went to, the tangible or the physical things that people could produce. So, people could produce children, obviously, but businesses, organizations, different things that they have set up physically, and not necessarily those intangible things. But that's also one of the things that we can produce. We can produce love and joy and peace, especially in areas where those things aren't available. So sometimes it's not all about being an entrepreneur or being a parent. It's about birthing those emotions or birthing those intangible things in the lives of other people in areas where those things are not available. So honestly, we should, if we don't even get to the physical stuff that we may want to birth, we should definitely be working on those intangible things and making sure that our legacy, the legacy that we have left on earth, isn't just characterized by a business or characterized by our children, but what are those morals and those values that we've instilled, emotions that we have allowed others to feel just by being in our presence. Those are the fruit that we want to work on too, okay? So that's what we talked about week 1, right? All of that was jam-packed into week 1. The second week we talked about, second and third week, honestly, so the second week and then last week, we talked about laboring our fruit and then multiplying our fruit, which honestly, to labor your fruit is working towards multiplying it as well. I would hope you aren't just, like if you were to plant a garden, I would hope you aren't just planting a garden to get one flower and then that's it. Like I would hope that you are planting a garden so that you can see it prosper and have some type of longevity and multiply. So not just one flower, but several flowers, So we talked about laboring and multiplying. And for both of those weeks, we talked about the how and the why. So how to labor and multiply, and then also why you would even want to labor and multiply. And at the end of the day, what we came up with, we talked about different ways to do both, but what we came up with was the main reason was a few different reasons, but one of the main reasons was to be used by God in a different area. So really to allow ourselves to be stretched and to know ourselves and God in a different light. And I love the fact that that is one of the reasons why why you would want to, because for me at least, anytime that I get into a new venture, whether it's a new job, new relationships, new house, or, new business, I always, try to at least make sure that one of the first things I do is ask God, like, how do you want me to be used in this situation? Like, what are the things that you want me to get out of the situation, and what are some things that you want me to pour into the situation? That way I know that my laboring, okay, and my work towards multiplying isn't in vain, but it's actually going to be used in something, and I have just clear direction on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, if I were to plant a garden and I didn't know the why behind I planted a garden, I may have started it. I may have started to plant that garden and been just really excited just based off the fact that this is something new and exciting. But then after a while, it may be one of those things, at least for me, this happens actually a lot. It may be one of those things that I just push aside because I'm not invested in the why behind why I planted the garden. So same thing with your fruit, whether it's tangible or intangible, make sure you understand the why behind it. Okay, so you have some sort of responsibility towards the upkeep of it, and then also how, so you can make sure that it again is fruitful. I want to say fruitful, but that's not the word that I'm looking for. So that you can make sure that it's prosperous. So this week we have finally, after you've done all of that, honestly, the only thing that we can talk about now is enjoying our fruit. Kicking back, honestly, kicking our feet up and watching our fruit, or, enjoying our fruit. And honestly, part of enjoying your fruit isn't always about kicking back. Sometimes you may have to cycle back into laboring and multiplying. But overall, enjoying your fruit should be the end process to whatever fruit that you have established. So we're going to, on Wednesday and Friday, we're going to talk about some more things surrounding enjoyment of the fruit, and just really how to maintain what you have established, or maintain the things that you have set up, whether that is tangible, whether that is tangible or intangible. And then Saturday, hopefully I will be going live. Hopefully I can have a special guest, but I don't know. I'm really going back and forth on who the special guest is going to be, so it'll be a surprise to us both, honestly. But hope everyone has a great Monday, a fabulous Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys again on Wednesday. Bye.